The Bold and the Beautiful recap. Thursday, July 2. Hope pleads with Brooke, RJ spots a golden opportunity, and Electra puts Will on the spot. Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful delivered a satisfying mix of family drama, emotional confrontations, and romantic uncertainty. As old wounds continued to shape new decisions, several characters found themselves standing at important crossroads. Hope desperately searched for support from Brooke. RJ recognized a chance to help reshape the future of Forrester Creations, and Electra finally confronted Will about the questions that had been haunting her. The episode balanced heartfelt conversations with simmering tension, proving once again that in Lowe's Angels, every emotional decision has the potential to change multiple lives. Hope turns to Brooke for help. After days of emotional turmoil, Hope arrived at Brooke's home carrying the weight of uncertainty. She had been trying to convince herself that she could move forward independently, but the growing pressure surrounding both her personal life and career had become impossible to ignore. Brooke immediately sensed something was wrong. Before Hope could even finish speaking, Brooke noticed the sadness written across her daughter's face. Hope admitted she was exhausted from fighting battles on every front. She felt misunderstood, isolated, and unsure of who truly supported her anymore. While she had tried to remain strong, the constant challenges had slowly worn away her confidence. With tears threatening to surface, Hope begged Brooke not to give up on her. She explained that she didn't need someone to solve all of her problems. What she needed most was someone willing to believe in her while she figured out her next move. Brooke listened carefully instead of interrupting. Having experienced countless personal setbacks herself, she understood how easy it was to lose faith after repeated disappointments. She reminded Hope that setbacks don't define a person's future. Instead, Brooke encouraged her daughter to remember the determination that had helped her overcome impossible situations before. Although Brooke couldn't promise that everything would work out immediately, she assured Hope that she would never stop standing beside her. The emotional exchange strengthened their mother-daughter bond and gave Hope a renewed sense of hope, something she desperately needed. Brooke faces a difficult reality. After comforting Hope, Brooke reflected privately on the complicated situation surrounding their family. She realized that many of the current conflicts had become deeply personal rather than purely professional. Relationships had become tangled with business decisions, making it increasingly difficult for anyone to separate emotions from logic. Brooke worried that unless everyone found common ground soon, the divisions inside the family would only continue growing. She also acknowledged that Hope deserved another opportunity to prove herself, even if not everyone agreed. The conversation left Brooke considering how much influence she should exercise moving forward. RJ notices an unexpected opening. Meanwhile, RJ found himself observing the latest developments inside Forrester Creations with growing interest. Recent changes within the company had created uncertainty among several departments, but RJ viewed the situation differently. Rather than seeing chaos, he recognized opportunity. He believed the company needed fresh energy and modern ideas to reconnect with customers. After speaking with several colleagues, RJ began outlining ideas that could help strengthen the company's creative direction. He understood that earning respect inside the family business wouldn't happen overnight. Still, he believed timing was finally working in his favor. With other executives distracted by personal conflicts, RJ realized there might never be a better moment to step forward and demonstrate his own leadership abilities. His confidence continued growing as he imagined how his contributions could help shape the company's future. Rather than waiting for someone else to hand him responsibility, RJ appeared ready to create his own opportunity. A new generation steps forward. RJ's determination represented something larger than a single business decision. The younger generation has increasingly begun taking more active roles within the Forrester legacy. Instead of simply following the paths established by their parents, characters like RJ want to build their own identities while respecting the family's history. His growing confidence suggested that major changes could soon be coming inside the company. If RJ succeeds, he may become one of the most influential voices in the next chapter of Forrester Creations. Electra finally confronts. Elsewhere, Electra decided she could no longer ignore the uncertainty surrounding her relationship with Will. For days she had sensed that something had changed. Whether it was his behavior, his distractions, or his reluctance to discuss certain topics, she couldn't shake the feeling that important conversations were being avoided. Rather than continuing to wonder, Electra chose honesty. She approached Will directly and asked him the questions he had seemingly been avoiding. Why had he become so distant? Was there something he wasn't telling her? Did he still see a future together? Will initially struggled to answer. He clearly cared about Electra, but seemed unsure how to explain everything he had been experiencing. The awkward silence between them spoke almost as loudly as the conversation itself. Eventually, Will admitted that recent events had forced him to rethink several aspects of his life. His feelings hadn't disappeared, but the pressure surrounding his family and future had complicated everything. Electra appreciated his honesty, even if his answers weren't entirely reassuring. She made it clear that uncertainty hurt more than difficult truths. If they were going to move forward together, they needed complete honesty. Will faces a tough decision. After Electra walked away, Will remained deep in thought. He understood that avoiding difficult conversations would only create larger problems later. For perhaps the first time, he realized that protecting someone's feelings by withholding the truth often causes even greater pain. His next decision could determine whether his relationship with Electra survives or slowly falls apart. The emotional confrontation marked an important turning point for both characters. Family, love, and new beginnings. Thursday's episode highlighted one of the bold and the beautiful's greatest strengths, its ability to blend emotional family moments with evolving romantic relationships and corporate ambition. Hope rediscovered strength through Brooke's unwavering support. Brooke once again proved that family remains her highest priority, even during difficult times. RJ quietly positioned himself as an ambitious member of the next generation, recognizing that opportunity often appears during moments of uncertainty. Meanwhile, Electra and Will confronted the fragile state of their relationship, reminding viewers that trust remains the foundation of any lasting romance. As each storyline moves forward, the consequences of today's conversations promise to shape tomorrow's conflicts. Hope may have regained confidence, but her biggest challenges still lie ahead. RJ's ambitions could elevate his standing within Forrester Creations, or place him directly in the middle of future family rivalries.